Welcome back to Evony with Genghis, server 68 versus server 302. Battle of Guatemala last week. Evony brought us the Miser versus Genghis, GOM versus NEF. Last night, Evony gods blessed us. King Singh, RSP Alliance, respect, faces off against Nefarious, and it was a great battle, all-star style battle, very fast. What you see here is regular speed. This is the type of speed, quickness of attacks and defense, reinforcements, everything that's going on that you will see in regular speed. Later on, I do speed it up to, I think 1.5 or 1.75, whatever the max is, just so you guys don't have to be bored. So going into this battle, it was a surprise. We never faced them before. We usually don't draw C2 teams, but they are no joke. We are C1, they are C2, and they are the tops in C2 along with GOT, and seen lots of videos of them just whooping people in C1. So we knew we had to bring our A game. Unfortunately, we were without two of our top players. Mini Mags was not there, but his account was there. Someone else, very capable player, played his account, but it does change things up for us. He is our rally setter. Whistling Pig took that over, no problem. They both got similar buffs. Whistling Pig's excellent player, all-star finalist in his own right. So all of that's fine. No excuses here. This is a great battle. We were missing Warzilla, a legend of C1 and the top player on 6890 that merged with 136. I think he's, is he pushing 16 billion now? He is a big boy, brother war. But he did join the call midway through the battle just to check in and see that we were doing all right, lend some moral support and some guidance. So thankful for that. Anyways, this battle you could see just watching the screen here. I'm going back and forth watching the rallies against us and trying to join our rallies, call out what's happening on defensively for us. Player X, archers heading towards them, and it's hard because sometimes people will have a perma ghost on them so they can't see for themselves, and I just try and help out like that. Another case point to note here is we did make an agreement before the battle that no one would teleport. It's sort of a agreements sometimes happen in these things. Don't teleport, don't pre-rain, don't take the Night's Hall. It's funny because inevitably someone always breaks that deal, right, when people want to win, or just accidentally, different languages, things like that. I know watching Singh's stream, we didn't really watch it till after like 30 minutes when most people were dead. Then yeah, a couple people put it on and watched. I had it on. I couldn't listen to that and my thing though, so only occasionally. But I did hear them saying, hey, they're porting. They agreed not to port. So I just wanted to make a comment on that. We felt that one of them ported early and then porting was on. And you could see it actually in my stream or in this video here. You could see a couple times I will have a general march home, and that means that it didn't hit a target. So if they do hit a target, the general just magically appears home and the troops march home. So you can see that in my marches, but I'm not saying they did it first. I'm just saying people ported on both sides, and I don't know who did it first. But then at that point, people are just like, okay, the deal's off. But it did hold for quite a while, and it's good because it saves everybody's speed ups for more important times like Shalons and All-Stars, and just for other things on server when you need them in general. But so do enjoy when other teams want to offer that, and we do accept. We don't try to break it, and you know, you see someone port, you just do that. But that's it. No complaints about that. I just wanted to address that. RSP is an excellent alliance. Very enjoyable facing them. We were just like, just keep rallying. Even if they weren't succeeding, it was like, we just got to keep sending, because if you're sitting there just receiving and you're not making them also focus on defense and offense at the same time, it can become really ugly. But this battle lasts the entire 2 hours. After about half an hour, there's only 4 or 5 people on each team that have troops left. and the other teams don't have an ability to rally anymore because all their rally fillers, like myself, I'm generally considered a rally filler, 5 bill. I'm the type of person you want to take out early, and multiple people like me, and then that team can no longer fill rallies because they just lost. If you lose 5 people like that, well, that's 10 million troops that aren't going into the rally anymore, and then you can't rally those remaining 5 people. And that's where we end up, in a stalemate. The video's about to speed up to time and a half, and just to get through it. And at the end, you'll see some battle reports. I couldn't show many battle reports during the battle just because things are so fast. I'm trying to, as I said, I'm trying to play defense, trying to reinforce people, trying to join rallies, and to share reports in a type of battle like this. You just can't do it. But at the end, basically, for the last 90 minutes was just like, hey, let's fight for buildings, be pests, and try and hunt down those people who have only 1 or 2 billion left and solo them. I end up getting attacked. I think they rallied me 3 times. Sorry, didn't mean to raise my heighten the tone on my voice there. Was trying to avoid a cough. But I think I got rallied 3 times, and then Singh finally just soloed me once I was about 1.5 billion or something like that. He is definitely strong. They have a couple K40s. We have one. We have multiple K39s about to turn 40, but Singh's team is, wow, they are very good. I think there's about 6 or 7 teams in all of Evony who play like us, like them, and it's just ferocious, sending attacks nonstop, and they're definitely one of them. So it's always fun when we get to play them, but gotta tell you, I was looking forward to going to bed at about 11:30. Battle takes place 11 to 1 a.m. my time, and usually after 20-30 minutes we're done, but this one lasted till 1 a.m. Yeah, this Singh Alliance though, RSP, I think they had 3, 4, 5 people in the All-Star Finals. They are good. And I feel like they had 2 or 3 K40s last night. No T15s. I'll show all the reports that I have saved that I was involved in at the end of this and go through them. But unfortunately, I don't have many reports for attacks. I just have myself and a couple people I reinforced because there were so many attacks that Evony just, it eventually doesn't load anymore the next day when you're trying to look at them. But this battle basically ends up at the end with 4 or 5 people on each side who still have troops, and they're too big to be solo attacked. And you need a rally, but this whole battle was this is how the battles go right now. You attack them, take out all their mid-sized people like me, all the 3 to 7 billions, kill them all, and then they can't rally. So then the team has no ability to rally and attack the other team, and then they're useless. They're disabled. But that happened to both of these teams, our team and their team. We both did it to each other. As you could see, all of these attacks just so fast and non-stop action. You can see the score there. It's relatively close the whole way. So that's why there ends up being 4 or 5 people, and no one can attack them and take them out at the end. But hope you guys enjoy this. Great battle with Singh's team here. So looking at these reports, sent these from the main account over to the wife's account here, just so we could take a look at stuff. And this appears to be the first rally that Singh puts on me. So I'm at 5.1 billion. You can see that I had 3 million reigns. They seem to send 18 million troops and held up pretty well here. Let's look at the buffs. I'm on Ares Monarch gear here. So Buffs are a little lower, but spread out. And the reason I do Ares Monarch gear is just when things are happening so fast in these battles, I can't switch back and forth for Archer to join, wall general gear, etc., mounted gear, etc. So I just leave it on Ares and I just go, and that's it. So, anyways, I'm pretty happy with this. And there's something missing. I might have had a sub or something die because you'll see later. I still have Ares on, and my siege attack is 1320. So not sure what that is. Sometimes Evony just does funny things. But want to look at the. So got my man 13 in there raining me quick. So I just want to see if Singh has any 15s. If any of them don't, and it's not looking like it. So I'm just going to guess here that looking at the rest of these names here, they do not have a T15 in their alliance, and neither do we. So that's a pretty fair matchup. We faced some, and yeah, it doesn't go quite as well. So this is Mikan getting hit, teammate of mine. Looks like he got hit a couple times before this because, and if we look at the time, yeah, that's 11 minutes in, 12 minutes in, because he's normally, I think, like 7.5 billion. So I know they were trying to take him out. And looks like, was I the only one defending the Mikan man? Yes, I was. And looks like they got 7 people in the rally. So they got about 18 million on him as well. And he did well. Not going to show his buffs because that's his stuff. But I'll gladly show mine. No problems there. So 3.4. And they hit me with 20 million troops now, and I had more reigns here. Here I had 9 million reigns, so lots of people sending to reinforce there. And let's take a look at the buffs on this one. So yeah, so you can see they're a little bit up here, 1320 siege. So not really sure what is causing that. So he's at 1800 archer attack, and I cut him down almost 700%. I think I've seen myself higher than that, about 730 or so. So I got to get that up. I need to get my Civ treasures up. That'll help. And then I'm closing in on Archduke. Get that 9th sub. That will help also. So looking to improve on that. And then this is another defense. So I had 1 reign in, 2 million troops. Let's see who my buddy is. And it is new player. And I lose 100 million. He loses 3 million. Looks like they didn't get a full rally. There was some lag going on. So maybe it's one of those glitches where they sent and only half a rally went. But either way, very strong attack. So 10 million troops. And there we go. I'm still at 1320 on the siege attack defense. And looks like they sent, is that ground? Take a look at that again. Look at the general. Yeah, so Trajan. So I'm just going to guess that's his backup ground general. And they're probably just really busy. And we're just like, you know what? Genghis is down to 2 billion. Let's just hit him. And I'm just going to guess that's what happened. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he has a better general than Trajan. And then this is the final one where I do lose. No reigns. I was down to 1.2 billion. And I did have a march out reinforcing someone, which actually, so I lose, but it actually made the rest of the battle more tolerable for me because I did have a little bit more than a march remaining to take part in the battle and continue to play. So let's look at these. So I still have the same buffs, and he came at me with ground. That's pretty much what people do late in the game. They come at you with ground when you are almost zeroed, and there's his Scipio. So I was right. He does have a better general than that. And let's look what I did have remaining that he killed. So basically I have my T12s. I actually still had a lot of archers, which is disappointing because I didn't get to use them to attack because I make tons of them. And usually I get zeroed like this when all my archers are gone. But I believe it was a ground reinforcement I had out at the time here too. So yeah, so it looks like all my big troops are out. They took them all out. We lost lots of siege to hitting them, to wear them down. And now I will look at the final report score that we ended up with. So we held them off at the very end. So like we had the lead the whole way, but they were just closing in the whole time. And it was like 3,000, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000, 1,500, 1,200, 900, 1,000, like that for the last hour and a half. And you can see all the scores here. Tons of good players on both teams. Where did I finish? 7,800. So I was 11th place. Oh, 8,900. Sorry. The person with 7,800 is Phoebe. She posted these reports. So obviously when you get attacked, it helps with your scores. So some of these people below me probably did not receive an attack and they're just joining rallies. So anyways, this is Genghis. Server 68, great battle to RSP and Singh. It's always fun facing great teams like that. But you know what? Sometimes it's nice to have a layup on a Wednesday night so you go to bed early. So Genghis, Server 68, like, subscribe, leave a comment.